Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo.
Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Hello there. Good afternoon to you. Good morning. And good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live. Thank you so much for joining me again tonight. You have been reading the news, Abi. You have read the news that the EFCC, Malami, Attorney General of Nigeria, Boko Haram's appointee, has ordered the EFCC. You remember they just appointed another man to replace Magu, a 40-year-old Bawa. So the first assignment given to Bawa is to fish out the asset declaration form of Tinubu, the same one that Goodluck Jonathan's government, PDP, took him to court for. And he came out after some paddy deals. It seems that paddy deal, for some reason, is about to go sour in Buhari's arrangement. For those who have been following Maiyegun for many times, when I share my own, when I share my stories with you, try to remind you that nothing happens by accident. Okay, nothing happens by accident. That Tinubu and gang chose to go to APC, Egbekegbe, and it is now burning them. It's not by accident. It is called political miscalculation. Unfortunately, when they took that grave political decision, those who are going to bear the consequences are more than those who agree with them. They are taking the entire Yoruba land down with the decision, that selfish, self-centered, personal decisions, political decision that they dragged Yoruba into. It wasn't an accident. They planned it, but it was a completely fatal, grave political decision. So don't let anybody think it's by accident. They calculated wrongly. They thought if they manage the way they believed they were dominating the entire Southwest then. So the local champions miscalculated. They decided to go and bring a lifeless cow from Daura to come and be the life savior and Messiah, not because they wanted him to save anybody. It was because they saw him and they saw the alliance, ACN plus CPC plus new PDP plus NPP or ANPP, whatever they call themselves. So they came together, strange bedfellows with different personal, selfish agendas. So they thought Bokwari would be their own little bridge. They would just use him as a Yaradua. Yeah. And then once they gain power, then that's them controlling Nigeria. For some reason, it backfired. It backfired. So it seems that it is the Bokwari and gang that will send Tinubu to jail. But it's a two-way thing. Let's talk about how it all started. So that for those who might be hearing this for the first time, I know many of you, Maiyegun's supporters, my friends, regular viewers, the veterans, you know yourself, some of these stories are not new to you. We have already established them. We are only waiting for the time that everything we have told them will come to pass. So when that finally comes to pass, we won't be surprised because, as they say, election has consequences. So when they plotted the 2015, they told Yorubas that Yorubas were shortchanged. Yorubas were marginalized by Goodluck Jonathan. Apart from the fact that they told Yorubas, the Tifnumbu and co, they told Yorubas that apart from the fact that Jonathan was incompetent, he is marginalizing Yorubas. But what they didn't tell the Yorubas who believed them in 2015, when the likes of fake Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, your fake Pastor Shimbade, was their poster boy telling you about we will. You remember this? Like we will in 2015. What they didn't tell you then was that these were the characters, these were the animals who are actually against everything Yoruba. Pay attention to what I'm about to share with you tonight. Tifnumbu and his gang, who have been parading themselves as progressives in Yoruba land from time immemorial, they have proved again and again that the only interest they are after is the interest of the Lagos landlord, not the Yoruba interest. In 2011, Tifnumbu brought out his political charade that he wanted to make somebody the president of Nigeria. That person came from the northern Nigeria to challenge Goodluck Jonathan. As Tifnumbu and his gang of criminals in southwest Nigeria continue to brandish different lies and all of that in 2011, promoting promoting this guy to contest against Goodluck Jonathan. The same Tifnumbu was on his way twice to go and see Goodluck Jonathan. First, early in 2011. Second, when the election, 2 days before the general election. And you know what happened. You all know the story. The ACN presidential candidate couldn't even win in Lagos presidential election. They had to win only in Osun. Remember that? That was in 2011. After Tifnumbu collected $2 billion. $2 billion cash. To what? To let INEC help them, at least show that Southwest, they can go ahead and rig the election for PDP. $2 billion. And they deliver Southwest for PDP. And Jonathan also honored his own arrangement by allowing them to win their own state as governors. This was the arrangement this criminal made with the Northern Bloc. Then he thought maybe we should build it bigger. Maybe it's like Jonathan is even weak. Maybe we can even control Nigeria. If this guy, Jonathan, is so shaky, that he's so scared, that he invited me to Abuja, he sent the presidential jet down to Lagos to bring me to Abuja, handed the cash of $2 billion for me to secure Southwest election. This is not a fiction, by the way. This is a real factual event that they have both never come out to deny. 2011 election. A year after the election, part of the money they gained from Jonathan in 2011, they used that to organize and sponsor the your 2-mouth or 10-mouth Tunde Bakaru Save Nigeria group a year after. It's not even up to a year after. It was like 7 months after the election. They had enough money to mobilize across Southwest. And Goodluck Jonathan, thinking they were still his friends, and well, incompetent as they claim he was, yeah, he allowed them to hold sway. They had all the ground they needed to recruit people. And from that moment, they believed that, yes, if we push harder, this guy, we can even push him out, by the way, and we can make more money. I can even be vice president. I have been inside that their private, their presidential jet anyway, to Abuja. The man that should be calling the shot, that should know everything. He's so scared. When I even met him, it was more or less like begging me. This is a guy that is the president of a country. That was how the meeting that they had after he met Jonathan in 2011. That was the context of the meeting, that, you know what, guys, I met with Jonathan. If you see the way the guy was talking, it's like we can even win the election. If you team up with these guys in the north, I can go and become vice president. That was how they decided to go and team up with somebody they said was a jihadist, a divisive personality, to come and become the president of Nigeria. Because Tinubu calculated to be vice president of Buhari, and possibly he will have the chance to become the president and control the entire country. And this lifelong dream. That is what you call political miscalculation. So he faced his first problem when Saraki, Atiku, and Kwankwanso and the rest of them joined APC from PDP. And they said, well, we are also a bloc. It's not just Buhari, it's not just ACN. And we know what you are up to, you, Jaga bandits. You want to try and control and hijack government and hijack Nigeria, since that is what the elite are all about, power. So the first attempt for him to know that this is going to be a journey of self-destruction, unfortunately, he went on that journey, and he dragged we Yoruba into it. Now we cannot talk that Fulani are killing us. He himself cannot come out and talk that Fulani are killing and kidnapping people. Because if he say anything, bagown, na handcuff. No joke. Listen to this. That was the moment he should have known that, this is going to be a bad business. And it's bad business. It became. What happened after that? They said, okay, we will not let a Muslim tickets. Femi Fani-Kayode was the one championing that at the time. Femi Fani-Kayode was in APC himself. They started together. So what happened? They all suspected that Tinubu was up to something. And they will never let him have it. And this feeling, this suspicion, was actually the foundation of APC. Suspicion that all these guys who call themselves progressives from Southwest, they think they know everything. They think they are smart. They think you know what I mean? But we will show them. So, for no reason, for no other thing other than they just believe that you cannot control us. So, they said, in order not to derail the arrangement, okay, go and bring somebody to represent you in this arrangement, Tinubu. He was pained, but it was like it was too late to withdraw. Like, okay, in what Yoruba we call Obani, Koti Baje. Like, well, it's not really that bad if I can't be the vice president due to the argument of these people. then I can appoint somebody, my bag carrier, my former commissioner of justice, attorney general of Lagos State. Yeah, I can use him. I can send him. Yemi. Maybe Yemi will do the job. Yemi is even a pastor. To hell with these guys who said Muslim ticket cannot fly. Okay, Yemi, come, Yemi. You have done this before. You are a bookworm. You are a book smart guy. You help me. Forged all the documents. You legalized all my illegality in Lagos. All the government property confiscated by myself have been legalized. In fact, where we have to set up law to make it legal, even though if there was no law that gave me those properties, but to make it legal, Yemi, you did so well. You are going to do a good job for me in Abuja. This is the job. The vice presidential slot for Nigeria, they have given it to me. Now I'm giving it to you because I trust you more. You will do my bidding. You will represent me just like it's going to be me. That was how Oshunbade Ikene Shatabandu was dragged into vice presidential joint ticket with Bokuwari. The rest, they say, is history. Immediately they came to power, the power tussle began. Saraki, Kwakwanso, Dinomelaye, and co, Atiku faction, they want to take over the party too. They expected that as we don't fight, we don't rob, we don't win. Oh yeah, minister, oil block, ambassador, contract, this, that, how we go take share. That was when all of them realized that they have entered one chance. Because as they were planning on how they are going to deal with Nigeria once they have the opportunity, the Fulani elites that were coming with Bokuwari, they have already formed their own opinion. And the leader of that was Abba Kyari. So Tinubu, sitting down in his palace in Lagos in 2015, where everyone from all over the country were going to his house to go and ask him to give them their blessing to become minister or to get appointment inside Bokuwari's government. So Tinubu sat in Lagos to become the new kingmaker, to know how we are going to share this new win. But he didn't know that he was dining. He was actually dining with the devil. He knew, but he thought he was smart. You didn't say you're smart? So he sent his own ministerial nominees to Bokuwari for consideration. When the list got to Abuja, it got to Abba Kyari's hand. When Abba Kyari got the list, he called Amosun, Ibikunle Amosun, the then governor of Ogun State. See wetin your Lord Manor sent to the people he wants to make minister. What do you think? It was like, just trash it and ignore him. Tinubu was sitting in Lagos. The people he nominated their names for Bokuwari, they were waiting for announcement only for Ibikunle Amosun. Meanwhile, before the 2015 election, remember the scuffle between him and Fashola? When Fashola wanted to field Shashore, I don't know if that's his name, Shashore or something. And Tinubu wanted Ambode. And you know the tussle. Eventually, Ambode was made the party candidate. So that action alone, automatically denied Fashola ministerial appointment. Tinubu never nominated him. Same thing goes for Kemi Adeosun. Kemi Adeosun was the commissioner. Was the commissioner under Amosun. Finance commissioner under Amosun. So Amosun now became the new Lord. So that was the first time. That's the second time that Tinubu should have realized that he don't enter one chance, a journey that will either kill him or send him to jail. We are getting there. No rush. That was the second shot. They beat all the people he nominated, and people he disapproved of were given the ministerial concentration under Bokwari. He saw the sign, and the following year, 2016, he left Nigeria for Equatorial Guinea. You see everybody coming to him for favor for anything under Buhari. He just told them, forget it. I don't have any connection in that government anymore. In shame, he left Nigeria for Equatorial Guinea. From Equatorial Guinea, he crossed over to southern France. The place, a new place, he just bought a new property then in 2014, 2015. So he moved there in 2016 and disappeared completely. Then the Kasala of Bokwari's change started hitting the people. Companies started folding up. People started losing their jobs. People started losing their money. Economy started crumbling, crashing. Salaries began, they are unable to pay salary. Things started crumbling. In the midst of all of that, Nigeria entered recession. As if that was not enough, Bokwari fell sick. So everything just went like boom, 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 boom. Like, what's going to happen? Then the news came, Bokwari is dead in London. Boom, 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 boom. From nowhere, the people who shut Tinubu out completely, the people who have succeeded in taming him, and they kept telling him, if you think, say you are mad, you are smart. Don't try nonsense you try with Jonathan with us. If you think you are mad, we will kill you or we'll send you to jail. We have your dossier, all those things that Jonathan presented at Code of Conduct Tribunal. That he also withdrew the case against you. We don't need those evidence to send you to jail, Tinubu. So don't move mad or else. So they tamed him. He forget the whole thing. No media, no nothing since after the election. Bokwari now fell sick. He was dying in London. Boom! They just dragged Tinubu and Bisi Akande. They first dragged Pastor Adeboye to London to go and take picture with Bokwari to prove that Bokwari is not dead. That was the moment they believed, we needed Yoruba now. We need them. We need them. And we don't do bad for this Tinubu. Chai. Oh. But call on. Maybe let's see if he's going to probably do something. And Tinubu was dying for attention. Tinubu, these criminals, his pals, they have dashed the soap after the change campaign. All his dream, all his, all of that. Even when he wanted to go to National Assembly, you see, for you to know that Tinubu and co in Yoruba, they have planned everything so well. They have already nominated who is going to be Senate President, who is going to be Deputy Senate President, who is going to be the Speaker, who is going, you know what I mean? Everything was already sorted. But the following day, after Ileya, oh boy, everywhere just clear. Tinubu just felt like, oh boy, what's going on? To add salt into injury, APC came out. They said, listen. You people are just causing trouble. There's nothing like national leader in APC. There's nothing like national leader, APC national leader in our constitution. There's nothing like that. Stop calling Tinubu national leader. It is not even welcome whenever we are doing next meeting. We are elected and appointed political party member of APC will sit down and discuss about APC. Tinubu cannot even come into the meeting. He's not a member of NEC. Why are you calling him leader of APC, national leader? What is national leader? To add something to injury. This was like a year after they took power. So Buhari was about to die. They needed them again. You remember, say Buhari was like half dead in Daura before they thought they could use him to gain power. And for whatever gain, for whatever it is, their intention was, just take it from me. It was not because of me and you. Bokwari was like half dead. They brought back a lifeless breeding mannequin for selfish reasons. And when it be like say God won't do one miracle, to tell all of them to behave. You see this thing, greed go kill you. All of you, because of oil block, because of this, because of what you want to take the billion to. Greed go kill you, because I go keep Buhari now. When I keep Buhari, it's for you to also change your mind and correct your greed. It was supposed to be a sign, but the greedy Tifnumbu and the Baba Akonde, that man that is always, you won't even know when he's sad. He's always opening his seat like that. Akonde, you would think he's smiling. When he's crying, he's like that. When he's happy, when they kill people in Nigeria, and Akonde want to talk about it, old man, they abandon them, all of them. They go to say you are the first chairman of pioneer chairman of APC. From where? Forget. Maiyegun, take over. You take over from Akonde. Akonde, we are not going to need you anymore. From nowhere, they just brought out these two deadly people, because if you saw that picture, it was during winter in 2016. Tifnumbu dressed like, I'm going to go and look for that picture. Right? Tifnumbu dressed like somebody who was coming back from old people's home. The home where you will send old people to here in the UK. Akonde was also, I'll show you that, but that's not the point. They brought them out. They gave them the attention they needed. The Kaba, Mamandaura, Abba Kyari, Issa Funtua, the people who kept Boko Haram away from his wife, Aisha, they needed the same people who chased away Tifnumbu. Damn Boroba, you Yoruba Bansa, you want to come and control us? Are you mad? You think say we go make the same mistake like we made with Yaradua? Una the craze. If we are in a dead person, in cops will rule all of you. Whether you still say to say if devil give you one chicken, if devil give you one chicken, what do you think you're going to pay with when devil gives you a chicken? You are either going to pay with one and two. You pay with left arm and left leg, or you lose one eye, or you go deaf and dumb, or you become something must shall give. You will be lucky if the devil is not taking your life. But when they needed them, devil smiled on them. Somebody said that is why Fulani is killing us. They gave us one cow. And now they want to take a whole village. We are not going to accept that, because we didn't make any deal with the devil. It was the Jaga bandits, the Jaga Wiri, the Jaga addicts of Lagos. That's the one that made the Lagos landlord do. Let's say the old generation won't pay for them, but we go fight before we pay for that one cow. Do you get that now? They needed them. They brought Tifnumbu back to London to come and take picture. To come and take pictures with Boko Haram. Boko Haram was like that. I'm not, see, I don't know if I should tell God to forgive me, because how can we be talking about the devil and be asking God for forgiveness? God should be happy that we know all of this. Somebody that should never, ever return to Nigeria again as your president. But because Tifnumbu, who has invested so much emotional investment, money, physical, financial investment, they decided to grab it. Maybe not the second opportunity. Maybe we should even just go there and see and confirm. Maybe the guy go die, so that we can tell Oshibade, Ikene Shatabandu to start warming up, and we can maybe now so God won't reward us. But mad people, Boko Haram, that at that point, that's when the moment they should say, Nigerians, Mo will tell you the truth. Boko Haram don't die you. Oh, Nigerians, if you see Boko Haram now, you don't even remember, you don't even know who be, let me tell you something. They said when Boko Haram came out of operation, when he came out, he couldn't speak, he lost his mother's tongue. Me, I don't know anything like that, except if they say they use phone when they open his call. I don't know if he has a brain damage I don't know, because they won't tell us the truth. I don't know if Boko Haram had brain damage before they said they did an operation, surgery. So I don't know if they use a spoon to scrap whatever dust remained there in his brain, something like that. But they said he lost his mother's tongue. Okay, so he could not speak Fufude when he came out. What stopped them? They dragged Tifnumbu to London to go and assure the bandits, the social media herdsmen, that to prove that Boko Haram is still alive. Just proof of life. Saraki, that is telling you he loves Nigeria, and all of them. Saraki, Dogara, they also went to London. They came back, they said, Mr. President is recovering. Oh, Mr. President is just so strong. He's become, I never, he's so strong. Politicians. Hooray. Hey, you saw Boko Haram that was like that. You was like this. Somebody that, I don't know if that is, Let me go and look for that picture. Bisia Conde and Tinubu with Buhari in London. You can do the same thing. I'm going to go and bring it up, because it will just be like, this guy, Maiyegun now. Maiyegun, is it that bad? I'll share with you. Give me a sec. They saw the truth and they returned to Nigeria to lie to their people. They didn't stop there. They even campaigned again in 2019, because so far no, they tired them. Do you know what they say? Now Buhari be that. If you can see your screen, let me see if I can bring that up. That's Buhari in 2016. Let me see if I have that. Can you see this? That's him. You see, he's the Akante. I told you that the old man, is always like that. He will open his teeth, whether he's surprised or he's not surprised, or he's happy or he's sad. He's always like that. Look at this. Can you see that on your screen? I don't know if that's clear enough. This was them. The bobo, the lie, the deceit. So they returned to Nigeria, believing that once they go back to Nigeria and tell people that Buhari is strong, Buhari is recovering, he is getting better, so they will win a political favor from the cabal. They didn't know that they only helped the cabal to perfect the type of Buhari they are going to give all of you. Today, they finally gave you a shy Buhari, a shy Buhari. So what am I saying? God gave them the second chance to correct their sin. They failed. They saw that second chance as if to say a second chance for them to go and eat again, So Boko Haram returned. They say Boko Haram returned. They now said, since Tifnumbu accepted to come and help us talk to the people that Boko Haram is still alive. Oh yeah, let us make Tifnumbu our reconciliator chairman, APC reconciliation committee chairman. You know why? It is true. The entire APC was near collapsed then. They have, the National Assembly that they thought Tinubu would have a say. That one has been taken over by Saraki and Dogara, new PDP. The Federal Executive Council, where he has his bag carrier, Oshimbade, they have turned him into a houseboy inside Aso Rock. So everything don't go pafuka. APC self don't collapse. So they gave him that title, presidential job. And after that, they said he should go and reconcile APC all over Nigeria. One day, that was why he returned to Nigeria. That's how Tifnumbu returned. After 2015, he returned back to Nigeria in end of 2016. And he started the job given to him by the cabal in Abuja. Go and reconcile APC, people who are fighting in APC. As he was going on one of the assignments one day in Sokoto, as he was landing in Sokoto, El Rufaya of Kaduna was demolishing Senator, what's that guy's name? Senator Unkiku or something, I don't know. APC senator in Kaduna. So last, no settlement, no nothing. El Rufaya of Kaduna moved to Lagos to tell Lagosians that I know how to defeat Godfatherism. It was like Ambode attended that meeting that day. That was why Ambode thought he wanted to challenge the Godfatherism and defeat Godfatherism. Only for Lagos State to end up with point and kill governor, Governor Sanwo-Igbo. Now, let's go further. I have told you the first opportunity. The second sign, let me tell you about the third sign. The third sign was the fact that Tinubu had an opportunity not to be involved. Well, he doesn't have the opportunity. Don't let us make it look like he had a choice. The moment he signed with the devil, he lost all options. So he will either make sure he sees it to the end, or they will see his own end. So what happened? He had no choice. I think that's the right word. He had no choice but to campaign for a lifeless breeding mannequin, even though all promises cancelled. Do you get that now? APC grew from what do you call it? APC grew from APC change to all promises cancelled. We used to call them the Association of Past Criminals, APC. But they changed name. They changed name. In reality. And they decided to also change the theme. What was the theme? Ikene Shatabangdu, Pastor Ruga, became useful again. You know the story. That's not where I'm going. But they had no choice. Now, somehow, hey, Omasheo, huh? May we live long enough to witness how this is going to play out. But I can give you a glimpse. There was a rumor that there was an arrangement that after Bokwari finished his own time, he will be handing over to Tinubu. Bokwari has dementia. Officially, he has dementia. Tinubu has Parkinson, which is currently at the early stage. But according to the Northerners, the cabal around the presidency, one of their worst fear when Bokwari was away was the fear to see Tinubu gain control of the presidency, either through himself or through proxy. According to them, Oshibajo is a proxy of Tinubu. If Oshibajo as vice president should succeed Bokwari, it will be Tinubu. To them, that will never happen. And that is something that is so confusing for some of my Yoruba brothers and sisters who are fighting the Oduduwa Republic campaigners now. You are fighting what you are still going to become. When they mess Tinubu up completely, you have no other thing to fight for but for Yoruba land. That is why I won't call you many bad names other than the usual your usual names. But the reason why I don't usually curse you or anything is because I know your confusion that is confusing you is the same confusion confusing your leaders. And you cannot be led by confused leaders and tell me that you have a straight mind or a straight thinking. You will always be confused. So enjoy it. Now here we go day. The chronicle of how Tinubu is destroyed by his own greed, not by any enemy. No. Tinubu enemy. No. Tinubu no get enemy. Tinubu's enemy is Tinubu, is greed. Tinubu has Parkinson. You get what I mean? He has Parkinson. So it is currently at the early stage, something like that. And you will end up having to treat another Bokuwari when they finally drag him in. But, well, that's up to them. But they are not going to give up for that. That's not the deal. When Bokuwari was in London and Osunbade Ikene Shatabandu was the acting president, something happened. One, the DSS, Daura Secret Service, led by Ibrahim is that his name? You know that guy, Daura, the former Daura Secret Service, DSS director, the one that invaded the National Assembly with masked, armed men. You remember him? It was during the time that Bokuwari was in London. And Ikene Shatabandu was your acting president. Ogbologboli. 3 months, Oshibajo stole more than 20 billion or supervised the stealing of 20 billion. Like that. Approver. It's a story for another day. It was during that time, they invaded National Assembly. It was during that time, that they sacked Babashir Lawal, the grass cutter, the man that used 243 million naira to clear grass around the area where refugees, Boko Haram refugees, were camping. Those refugees were begging to feed, but the government secretary to the government of Nigeria, Babashir Lawal, used 242 million naira to clear the grass. They said, why would you use 242 million to clear grass? He said they were clearing the grass for snake, so that snake will not be biting the people there, but hunger can be biting them. So Ikene Shatabandu sacked him. You remember that famous statement? We have received the breaking news from the presidency that you have been sacked. And Babashir Lawal was like, who is me? Who is the presidency? Who is presidency? You remember that? You remember that phrase? It was Oshibajo that did it. Second, the third one, I think the third one, which I cannot readily remember now, but these two things, the sacking of Daura, the sacking of Babashir Lawal, these two actions didn't go down well with the cabal around Bokuwari. That moment, they knew it that if anything should happen to Buhari, if Buhari by any chance should stop being the president and Oshibajo become president, you see all this impunity. They said impunity, all this appointing Fulani here and there. Oshibajo with the stroke of biro can change all of that. Trust me, he can. It's just that he can't do now. And they fear that. Somebody, a Yoruba man from Lagos, they even joked, they even talk about it within the villa, that it became a public knowledge, that they said, we cannot leave Nigeria in the hands of these Lagos thieves, so that they will run Nigeria down the same way they looted Lagos. That is the impression among these their northern friends, APC, whatever, Tinubu's friends. Now let's come to why your Tinubu is about to be burnt. Okay? When the Bokuwari came back, Bokuwari and his gang, they decided that never again would they ever allow Buhari to hand over to Oshibajo again. Under no circumstances would they let that happen anymore. Because they know what that power can do. And that the damage the power can do. They are not ready to take the chance. And that is why every time they are talking, you will see Oshibade like somebody who is a house help. It will be peeping when they are talking. He will be doing that. Or he will be calling his photographer, Tolani, to start taking his picture. So yeah, take the picture like this. Say, sir, you need to look at the laptop. You need to make it look like you are busy, sir. I said, okay, okay. Are you ready? You ready? Okay, take it. Okay. You can now go and post it on Twitter. Okay. I want you to write, Nigeria is a great country, and we are doing everything that very soon we will overcome poverty. Oh yeah, go and post it, tweet it. Yeah, yeah. Just to show them that I'm busy, I'm working. Okay. All right. You. Okay, take away all the. You know what that's how Oshibaju is living. They made him useless. Useless. Whenever they needed somebody to go on condolences visit or burial arrangement visit, they will say, have you seen Shuaibu come? Have you seen Oshibade around the garden today? They say, I saw him somewhere there. It's like it's under the mango tree there. He's playing with the tree. They say, go and call him. 2 people have died in Zamfara. We want him to go there and tell them that the president sent his heartfelt shock with this, and they will capture all the perpetrator. Yeah, go and call him. Tell him that they have booked his commercial helicopter that will take him. Okay, tell him we need to put that man into work. He's just useless inside this Aso Rock walking about. That is what Oshibade is, right? Then something happened. They gave Tifnumbu and they gave him an assurance as part of the comeback deal in 2016. For you to know that we respect you. We are sorry that we trashed your ministerial nominees. Okay, we are sorry. You know what, Tifnumbu? Go and bring the party chairman, just for you to know that we mean it now. We mean business, okay? We trust you. Thank you so much for doing that for us. Thank you for telling Yorubas that there's nothing to worry about. Buhari can rule from anywhere. Thank you. Now, we want you to bring the party chairman, anybody you want, so that when Buhari finishes second term, it will be your turn. Are you sure? They say, yeah, we are very sure. Tinubu, we trust you. On your next birthday, Buhari will come there. Just to let people know that you are still friends, you are still tight. Mr. President will come to my birthday in Lagos. I say, yes, now. And I should go and bring party chairman. He said, no. It's your party now. It's APC. You have done so well for us. I say, okay. I will get back to you. He started shopping for party chairman. Guess who he found? Oshiomhole. Oshiomhole was just rounding up as governor of Edo, sponsored by Tifnumbu. I said, come, Aluta comrade, Aluta continua. I said, yeah, I get job for you, comrade. Can you be party chairman? Very rugged. I get people I won't fight. There's some people I want to, 2023, we need to work. Mr. President said I should go and build a team. And I want you to lead that team, Mr. Governor. That was how Oshiomhole was drafted into, and they did Oyegun bad, that Oyegun will never forgive them. Oyegun said they used him. It's all about use and dump. Get your share and work. That was how Oshiomhole, they drafted him, to be party chairman. And the only job of Oshiomhole is to kick out all the enemy of Tifnumbu. Did you get that now? That was why, despite the fact that they were all in the APC, you would think Saraki was the one that was probably, it was the one that overthrew Buhari in 1985. It was because Tinubu never forgives Saraki, the champion of Muslim ticket in APC, unacceptable. And Tinubu personally took it personally that Saraki targeted him and made him lose the ticket to be Buhari's running mate. That if MK Abiola, a Muslim, Baba Gana Jangebe, a Muslim, If they could run a successful campaign in 1993, what stopped him from running with Buhari? So he didn't forgive Saraki. You know the story. So when Oshiomhole gets started, oh boy, you know the drama. I won't take you on that too much. At the end of the day, it wasn't Oshiomhole alone that was working for Tinubu. Some of you probably didn't know the reason why Malamu, the Attorney General of Nigeria, the quota system Attorney General, some of you don't know that the reason why they eased out Magu was because of Tinubu. Maybe you don't know. Okay, I'm telling you now. Malamu realized that every investigation that EFCC was conducting then, majority of them who has anything to do with associate of Tinubu, they were completely exempted. There was even this investigation about the Alpha Beta deal, where Tinubu's company is collecting tax for federal government and they have stolen over 100 billion. They are investigating that company. EFCC should be investigating that company. That was Ibrahim Magu. It was Tinubu who was telling Magu that he will do everything to get him confirmed as chairman, as long as they can get Saraki out. Right? So when they came back in 2019, Malamu and the Kaaba themselves, it was time to tame Tinubu once and for all, and remind him that we get your scruffles here, we get your korokon here, you know, you squeeze them like that, squeeze your balls like that, you go scream. No, they do anyhow. No, they overdo. No, they think say you pass this. So if you squeeze them like this, you go scream. Oh, it's time to squeeze. First, they eased out Magu, replaced him with somebody that can do the job. Now, before then, did you see the drama around Oshiomhole, how they kicked him out? All of that machination, everything. It was like, this Tinubu na madman. We say, may he go bring chairman. The guy go bring a whole battalion to destroy the party and take over. Oh boy, Oshiomhole, they run mad. Like Oshiomhole was moving mad. Like, you know the story now. Even in the process, Oshiomhole was helping himself to some money from the people, selling tickets, making big money. They're like, you know what? That's it. That is it. Magu selling property of people to Tinubu. Did you know about? Do you know about that? It was all under G deals that they all do. Now, Malamu has succeeded in taming Magu. Man, look at the game. For 4 years, that Tinubu continued to tell Magu that Magu will be confirmed. His own brothers, Malamu, and the rest, they knew then he was working for Tinubu. Therefore, no way it will be confirmed. You know the story. The one where they just confirmed, truck thief, petrol truck thief, petrol tanker. Wait, let me rephrase, because I want you to understand that. The one that is now the EFCC chairman, brought by your Attorney General, is a petrol tanker thief. EFCC seized 244 petrol tanker for illegal bunkering or something. They put this guy in charge in Lagos. 244 trucks disappeared. They grew wing, and nobody saw them flying, but they disappeared. So when they appoint a thief to come and catch a thief, is that not going to be just a circus show? It's just a circus show, right? So that was when we knew then that, hey, Tinubu days of reckoning is coming. Tinubu days of reckoning is coming. But who is going to tell them? I will tell you. I'm just going to wait here and let it happen. Then you will know. So then the news came today that Malamu asked EFCC to go and ask for Tinubu's Code of Conduct tribunal case. about how he was running running different foreign accounts when he was governor. All of that thing that they just need something. If you like, you can say all of them will fail. Okay, here is something the people are now trying to do to console themselves. Some people are saying, hey, maybe this EFCC case they want to start with Tinubu. They just want to package something, make it look like a big case, and then they will just say acquitted. So that if anybody now says Tinubu is corrupt, they will say, but Shebi EFCC just clear him now. I like it. You can continue to tell yourself that alternative story. It's good because you can't imagine it that, so Tinubu will go to jail. Even when you know that his friends are sending him to jail. Why? It doesn't make sense. This and that. Definitely, maybe they are trying. They are trying to make us look like they want to fight corruption. And they will make all of us believe that they want to arrest Tinubu. Then the court will just say, Tinubu not guilty. Then they will now use him in 2023 for president. And if anybody says Tinubu is corrupt, they will just say, shut up your mouth. How come EFCC cannot convict him? Even Buhari cannot do anything to him. They will say, yeah, he's a clean man. I like it. I like that your enthusiasm. If that is how your mind reads, if that's how your mind creates things, it's good. Sometimes it's good because every day, bad news. I don't know how close you are to Tinubu. So, to me telling you that he's going to go to jail or he's going to be killed by his own friend may be too much for you to take in. I understand. Yeah, make up one. Just make up something. But please, don't be too surprised. Don't be shocked when all of this will come to pass because the pointers are there, right? I'll stop there today. I'll give you more on that later. So that is the latest. So this is the moment everybody has been waiting for. Is that they're going to put him into a test? Thank you very much. It is. Now let's go to the news. The Zamfara school girls kidnapped by the senior citizens in Nigeria, the Bandit Republic of Nigeria, the citizens of the Bandit Republic of Nigeria, the senior ones. They released the children today, right? I also managed to get my hand on the video of our people, Yorubas, who are now refugees in Benin Republic. You will see them on your screen tonight, okay? All of this, I think let's start with this because I actually have one as well, where one of these senior citizens says, if he is lying, that the politicians, the government, are the one sponsoring the killings in Nigeria right now and paying them to continue the killing, that God should kill him. If you understand Hausa, I'm going to need your help. Maybe na Fufude, I don't know, but I'm going to need your help to interpret this. First, watch the return of the school girls. They said they are 279. They are not 317, whatever. But here they are. They've returned them.
Thank you. So, what's the motive?
So they returned them to the Zamfara state governor today, and they met the governor. So the government says they didn't pay any ransom, right? Some people are saying, how come that the children who have been in captivity for days, how did they manage to give them this uniform just overnight? But no, Nigeria, right? That is something I don't want to see or witness in Yoruba land. Yeah, okay. Listen to this. If you understand Hausa or Fude, whatever this language means, I know what they said is the meaning. And I'm going to tell you, same way I told you about what Sheikh Gumi said. And some people said I wasn't given the right interpretation, only for the major media in Nigeria to make it their headline. Same thing I told you. I have been told what this guy said in this video, and I'm going to tell you. But you can help me better if you can speak better than myself.
Idan ba gwamnati ta daure man wanda yake cikin daji ya ta'addanci ba Allah ubangiji ya tsine man Allah dauki rayuwa ta a wurin nan. Bahilla ce saniya aka san shi da ita sai noma. Saniya ba ta haifa bindiga AK 47. Bahilla ce bai da makera da zai kera bindiga AK 47. Gwamnati ke turowa har muka samu. Mu kuma wallahi dalilin da ya sa billahi lazi shekara na 7 ina makarantar allo, amma lokacin da na dawo na tsinci kaina a cikin wannan abun wallahi ina mamaki, kullun ina tunanin rayuwata saboda mahaifa na akalla a kasar dan banga.
I'll tell you, his first statement is, if it is not the government that is sponsoring us for all we are doing right now, Allah should kill him. And everybody clapped. Hey! You can help me with the rest. Meanwhile, in Benin Republic, from Yewa, this is what our people are already facing in the hands of the Fulani terrorists, right? This punch roundup, or let me say, summarize the video will help. I will speak more on that. I hope you follow that. That is Ogun State. Thousands of our people, they have run to the neighboring country, Benin Republic, because they were running away from Nigeria. I told you this. I told everybody, I warned that if you don't take precautionary measure now and you don't begin to chase away all the criminals parading themselves as Yoruba leaders who have failed, one day we will become refugees in neighboring country. It is already happening. So this is no longer about, my friends, you don't know what you are talking about. I don't think you are even alive if you don't know it is already happening. Women, children, who woke up one day and they will never go back to their villages. How do you think they built the over 10 million refugees in northern Nigeria? How did you think the number grew? 10 years of insecurity in northern Nigeria has increased their refugee numbers from 2 million to over 11 million now. Some of them are in different parts of the northern Nigeria. Nobody cares for them like they should. So many of them are, what am I even talking about? Millions of them are currently outside Nigeria, in Borno, in Niger Republic, in Cameroon, in Chad. The other day, the governor of Borno State was talking to the Chadian government, that they wanted to bring back over 300,000 refugees of Borno people who ran to Chad or somewhere. Now, we in Ogun State, the governor of Ogun State is now begging the first refugees now, Yoruba people, who have run away from villages that are more than 15, 20 villages now in Yewa area of Ogun State. That is my state. The governor is begging them to come and collect bag of rice, to come and collect this, to come and collect that. These are people who are farmers, whose lives have always been in the villages. They were supposed to be peaceful there. But because of the political decisions of some criminals, they have pushed Yoruba into this. And you as a Yoruba man or a Yoruba woman, do you really think you are safe? Because you are not in Yoruba land right now. You see those who are running away, they could be any member of your family anytime from now. And that is what really worries me. This is why I continue to call and say, listen, If you continue to listen to these criminals, Tifnumbu and gang, talking to you about election, it's about next election, not about the next generation. If you continue to do that, you will watch yourself become refugees in your own land. Take that from me. That moment is here now. This is no longer about, don't let us, what are we going to do? Don't let us talk about that like that, let us pray. What are you going to do? Let us pray. Please pray. And pray that you don't get killed by the same criminals that you, even if you have to arm yourself and defend yourself, the government that the likes of Tifnumbu went into alliance with, a killer government, a killer squad. Yorubas, we are paying the price, just like every part of Nigeria is paying the price now, including those who didn't even vote for them. Yoruba refugee. Hey, we refugee. Think about that. Yorubas. They are telling us that don't start a war. Who started that war that sent our people to Benin Republic? Please. Let's ask ourselves. Don't start a war. We should see Nigeria to become one. Who started? Which war did those people start? The Fulani went into their villages, destroyed all their farms, killed as many as they could kill, burned down their houses until they ran away, including pregnant women. Are you being serious? Who started that war? Did Yorubas call out for war? These are peaceful people in their own communities that government cannot protect. Now they are refugees in the neighboring country. Maybe some of you don't know the psychological effect of that or the psychological meaning of that. As a Yoruba man, I feel slighted. I am angry. And my anger is towards those who have the responsibilities to protect Yoruba land. But they choose politics instead. What stops Tifnumbu from coming out? Now, our people are refugees, for goodness sake. Refugees. Now, I'm going to be sitting down every day now, and I'll be telling you the number of refugees in Yoruba land. Is that what's going to happen? And when they say, arrest Sunday Igboho, you are joining them. Omuale Yoruba. Arrest Sunday Igboho. Yorubas didn't ask for war. Political criminals like Tifnumbu and co. made a deal with the devil, and the Yorubas are about to pay for that. You should be worried. You should. We have somebody who to offer the olive branch safety for his own people, Maazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then this weary, that sometimes if you don't even give people time, those who always come around to claim to be agitating for people, agitating for human rights, that's why I said don't call me a human rights activist. I'm not an activist. I'm just Maiyegun. This is my own way of expressing my own displeasure, my own therapy. Don't call me an activist. I'm fighting for myself. If what I'm fighting for fights for you, good. Let's fight together. It is not a competition. Maiyegun is better. That person is better. This one is good. It's not a competition, man. Do your part and leave. And this weary government jobber asked this to say.
Who is this person who said that you recruited? Who is a nobody? Who has been citing the people? Excuse me, sir. Allow me, sir. Please. And you also talked about people who have made the governors to invite the military against us. Are you talking about the herdsmen? Are you talking about the bandits? Are you talking about the ESF? Please, want you to be specific because of our editors who ask us specific questions.
I have mentioned Nnamdi Kanu here, even more than once. He is the person who is fomenting trouble in Igbo land. He is the person who is asking his members to attack military formations, dismantle roadblocks. He is the person that caused the killing of our people in Enugu, Obibo, and lately at Olo, Nnamdi Kanu of IPOB.
Thank you, sir.
My question is, you said any other person that chose the power of Nnamdi Kanu will stay condemned, not because they're not saying what you said before, and they change their ways and still in prison. Yes. Now, we are under USN, have taken up arms. How do you suggest they be demobilized? Well, now they've taken up arms.
Yes, what I suggest, the Southeast governors should take that ESN from him. The Southeast governor, because we need security. We are not saying that we don't need security in the Southeast, but it has to go within the dictates of law, within the rule of law. The Southeast governors should take that ESN, whatever, away from him. Equip them, train them. They'll be responsive or responsible to the authorities. If they arrest somebody, they hand over to the police. If there is any trouble, you know where to trace it to.
Did you hear that idiot? That's the guy that was, that was fighting for Biafra. But people didn't know that he was actually in it for business. He's a politician, a businessman. Immediately, Nnamdi Kanu came into the picture, changed the whole thing, and it became a force. He saw it as a competition. Did you hear him? They agreed that Southeast Nigeria needs security. The governors elected that are supposed to be the chief security officers of their own different states, protecting their own people. Who failed to do that for years, that their people have been facing endless attacks, killings, rape, destructions from the hand of these Fulani terrorists. Unwa Zurike, Ralph Unwa Zurike, and his other co-travelers, his friends, the governors, they didn't come together to use their resources to mobilize and recruit people who will work and protect Igbo land. They didn't. Rather, they were busy making money from it. Unwa Zurike, I don't know. I think people stopped giving him money when they realized the genuinity in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Biafra campaign. The sincerity, the honesty that some of them have turned to competition. Like, how come everybody is saying this is that? How come everybody is giving all the respect to Kanu? He ended it. Most of you idiots claiming to be human rights fighters. Like this one was Zurike. I followed him, by the way. I do follow him to monitor all his activities until I realized that he's also a job man. He's a friend to politicians and all of that. When they arrest him, he's expecting them to pay him before they free him. That's the kind of people that are now found out, maybe Nnamdi Kanu is making so much money now. This guy don't make money. Oh, they turned it into competition, but no brain to come together and mobilize people to protect Igbo land. Somebody did it. They want him killed. But they want whatever idea, that brain that put together ESN. They want that idea, but they don't know how to use it. So they were now asking that people should take it away from him. Can you take something you don't even know about from somebody who owns it? Can you? It's true, Jerry, my sister. I always have friends on this page who are always practicing social distancing with their button there. And some of us are so engrossed in that chat that you are just typing and typing. Come on. Give it a break. 1 minute. Just 1 sec. Leave that chat room, and go under this video on your screen there and tap like. Just tap it. It's just, it's not going to cost you come on, tap it. Leave that chat room. Just close that close it. Come under this video where you will see like, where you will see join. You can even join to become a member of Maiyegun General Politico. You will see subscribe. You will see your notification. Use them. They are called engagement. Come on. How can we have 2,000 people and we only have 400 people who found this enough to say, well done? Come on. Don't practice social distancing with my with my video. Come on. You embraced it, you love it, you stayed this long. So it won't cost you much. Just close the chat, give a thumb up, and let's go back to the chat. I will be reading your comments. I'm reading them. Thank you so much, my dear sister Elizabeth Ojora. Thank you. They couldn't build anything. For years, they didn't have an idea of how to protect Igbo land. Governor, so Unwanzurike, so many other people who have ideas. You know, people that will say, Nnamdi Kanu is not doing so well. You know, one thing I don't like about Nnamdi Kanu is that he's not doing like he should. Oh, Benny, go and do your own. Easy. Do them now. I like everything Nnamdi Kanu. I like Nnamdi Kanu, but it's just I don't like Benny, go and do your own. Nwanzurike was jumping everywhere 10 years ago, telling us about Biafra. Now the guy is now advising. That's what I'm talking about. They have no idea that will keep the people safe, help the people. The only idea they have is rent-seeking ideas, how to take from you. They sent Fulani terrorists to Yoruba land to destroy Yoruba farms, to destroy and send our farmers away from the farm. I don't think you have thought about this, by the way, but I'm going to make you think about it. Suddenly, Fulani herdsmen are now attacking our farmers, killing our farmers, destroying our farms, kidnapping our people, spreading terror in Yoruba land so that they will destroy our main economy, agriculture. Then we can then depend, after they have used their president to lock our border for months, over a year, and they left their own border in northern Nigeria porously opened. They are destroying our farms now in Yoruba land. And then, boom, they just told you, we are going to do food blockade. Now, hunger go kill all of you now. Imagine Aboki, they tell you hunger go kill you in Yoruba land. The land where I grew up, whereby if I needed fresh tomato, vegetable, fresh food, all I need to do is just to go to the back of my house where we are growing them. Now, Aboki will tell me that I'm going to die of hunger because they are not going to bring me food. And you want me to clap when I see Tinubu, when I see all these criminal politicians in Yoruba land? I should clap for them because old criminals, foolish people who have grown old. Come on, give me a break. You see where I'm coming from? You see why I don't have respect for them? It wasn't like this. It was never like this. It wasn't rosy, so good, but it wasn't like this. Today, they are now telling us that they can do food, block the food. We're not going to give you cow. Hey? Now everybody is about to say about that cow. But that malu, Emma Binu. Emma, you don't, please. We are very sorry. But that malu, you too, you see the vex. Wait, no vex, no block food. Bring food, I beg, Yoruba? Maybe you have an idea where I'm coming from. I hope you do. This guy, they said the guy in Rialto in Abuja. People who sell land in Abuja. This guy get land in Rialto. The Nigeria you are in today, it is called, what you have as a Nigerian right now is called conditional citizenship. You have to negotiate your own safety. If you misbehave, you still say anyhow. Aboki will they will kidnap you. Police will blame you. Say you self. You self. Where you stand when they kidnap you? Say, are they my farm? I was parking. Say, you the reverse or you the park? Say, are they reverse? I don't know. You are not even sure. That's why they kidnapped you. Next time, when you want to reverse. When you want to park. Okay? They will blame you. But this guy is smart. He's negotiating for his own freedom on his own land. In Abuja, he paid them money. This one that all of you are planning to go and buy a gun and defend yourselves. This guy gave them money and he recorded it to say, see, I'm paying you. I beg. Da Allah. Ya Allah. Sonu da Allah. Sonu da Aiki. Sonu everything. Please, leave my land. I don't want trouble. I go pay you to leave my land. Some of you are still going to pay some of them in Yoruba land to leave your land. If you continue to ask them to arrest Igboho, Igboho is the voice that is making them know that Yorubas are not going to just give up. Your governors are already negotiating. But look at this guy, yo. This will never be me. If this America become like this, I no go come Nigeria forever and never.
See, this is 1 million naira. 1 million naira. You agree? I agree. You agree? 500.
Everybody knows it.
Take. Who am I giving? 1 million. Abi? 2 million. Abi? 3 million.
Wetin I wan come do for Nigeria? To pay full agreement to leave my land. And if I buy gun, it go be war, like if he kill me. And if I kill anybody, Boko Haram go declare me wanted. I'll be declared a criminal for fighting on my own land. So make Akuku just pay them. Keep your Nigeria and let us keep our Yoruba land. So if you see Igboho, tell him we love him, we like him, we support what he is doing. Even if we have the Omo Ali Yorubas that are, that are running their mouths simply because of 2023. Tell them, some of them, the poster they are going to have in 2023 is the Tinubu in prison or in exile again, where he will run away. With what is coming, you can paint other pictures for yourselves to make yourself feel better. But we'll follow this all through. Thank you so much for your time. And remember this. I wanted to share that earlier, but I won't. I will keep it for the next time. Thanks so much for your time tonight. And at the same time, join me again tomorrow if you can. Remember, if you haven't given me, if you haven't given that thumb up now, please do it. It's not that hard. Come on. If 1,000 of you out of the 2,000 decided to go and give that thumb up now, we're actually going to cross the 2,000 thumb up. We have 1,400 of you who hasn't done that. You can still do it before you go. Like I said, it is so easy. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.